Now, German vinyl collector Frank Gostner visited Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi as part of his Southeast Asian tour last weekend. Frank spent 3 years traveling extensively through many countries in Africa to build a rare collection of African vinyl records. Now, Frank absolutely amazed young Hanoians and expats with irresistible beats. Our VTV reporter Linh Hương was at the scene.
This is the documentary Take Me Away Fast by Jacobucci, who captured Frank Gostner's extraordinary adventure to buy records in Africa. Curious and zealous for the music from the world's most underprivileged communities, this German DJ has traveled to Guinea, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Nigeria, and now has become the owner of a rare African vinyl record collection.
There's something almost fetishistic about collecting rare records. But also for me it's important to really have the artifact in my hand.
This is one of the vinyl that Frank picked up all the way from Nigeria. Frank is now in Vietnam as part of his first trip in Asia. And Frank is spinning African beats right here at Kama ATK tonight. Kama ATK, a venue for DJs and live musicians in Hanoi, wanted to get this German DJ to perform for years. Douglas, the bar's event manager, first heard of Frank and his incredible journey from his well-acclaimed blog showcasing over 41-hour-long MP3 mixes and numerous scans of record covers.
The music that Frank chooses is very, very rhythmic. It's all about dancing, strong bass lines, really hard guitar, almost like aggressive guitar. I hope that we can introduce this music to a new audience in Vietnam who will enjoy it, number one, dance to it, number two, and maybe be influenced by it. That would be great.
Frank has DJed in many places in Europe and Africa, but this is one of his first gigs in Asia.
When I told my friends in Africa who helped me find these records that I'm going to Southeast Asia with them, well, what? People there, they want to hear our music? And they really couldn't believe it. They were very jealous. They all wanted to come with me.
Spinning some good beats from West African vinyls. Very hard to find in Hanoi, but very enjoyable.
This is the first time I've listened to African music. It's so distinct, and I absolutely love it.
Frank's journey to create his Afro beats collection was not easy.
It was very hard, you know, because vinyls, they don't use them anymore from like 20 years and longer, you know, they haven't been using them. So there are no stores where you can find them, so you have to find a way to get in touch with people who have private collections and then, you know, try to buy them off of them. So you have to, sometimes I did ads in the newspaper or in the radio or sometimes even television, you know, to tell people if you have these old records, please come and see me, you know, or come to the radio station.
In club nights with only African.
To get those African records, Frank even had to dig through dust and insect nests. Now many people, even the local ones, no longer value these recordings. But to Frank, their meaning goes beyond music.
Huge success in Ghana. You find the record everywhere. Music in Africa is also a way of storytelling and conserving history. Most African languages, they have no written form. So there are no books, there are only songs. And the songs, they get passed from one generation to the other purely by performing the songs.
After Vietnam, Frank will bring African beats to other parts of the world. He'll also incessantly continue his journey to look for rare old vinyls, preserving the immortally aesthetic Afro music.
And that comes to the end of the Culture Mosaic this week. If you would like to provide feedback or comments on anything you have seen on Culture Mosaic, please write to us at culturemosaic@vtv.vn. One more time, culturemosaic@vtv.vn. And make sure to include your name as well as your address. I hope you have a good time, and don't forget to join us next week for another installment of our show. And now, goodbye from Hanoi.